What is going on, guys? What is going on, Steelers Nation? Welcome back to another edition of SteelTwins Saturday Night. And this is time to have some fun. How about that? How about that?
Yeah, we live here. We're going to have some fun tonight.
Yeah, buddy. Get your favorite music on and let's get on, right? We are welcomed by special guest Code Steel. What's good, bro?
Hey, what's going on, bro? It's been a long day, but you know what? As you just said, man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling festive. I've been playing some Macarena in the background and, doing my little salsa dances. I feel good. I think that's what we needed.
Yeah, that's exactly what we needed. You know, it's crazy to think in 1 week's time, we will be in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, man. Yes, we will be.
We will be in Pittsburgh next week for the Titans game. That's insane to think. In 1 week's time from now, we will be
in the Berg.
In the Berg.
And it's going to be a very important weekend, as the title says, man. What are the Steelers' playoff chances? It's going to really start with this Tennessee Titans game.
It really is. But before we get into that, as well as you guys can see on the title, we have a live giveaway tonight, and I think you guys kind of already have a clue of what it is. We mentioned it a few times in the SteelTwins Saturday Night. We call him Bobbletron. Now I'm ready to say it's time for Bobble Gone to get the fuck out of here.
Hey, Chase, are you a clown? Well, there you have it.
That is what we're giving away tonight. I don't know how many of you guys are still in favor of Chase Claypool, but this is what we're giving away. I know we did the post game where we said we might give this away, and some of you guys are interested. But if you guys are indeed interested in getting this is what we're giving away. Just because I'm tired of seeing it, and I don't even use it. So it's pretty much a like-new condition, if we're going with eBay terms. You guys can have this. This is a live giveaway. All you have to do to enter is Super Chat at the lowest amount of just 99 cents. As a matter of fact, I'll put all the information you need in the live chat just so you guys know what's going on, man. And pretty much whoever Super Chats is entered, and their name will be put in a random generator where obviously the winner will be announced at random. And, of course, there's too much fucking wording, so I have to delete some characters.
You didn't think about that.
While you do that, I want to shout out Steelers Baby, man. Prayers to him. He says he is watching us by himself right now because he tested positive for the C. And, prayers, man. I hope you feel better.
Totally.
Well, for sure, man. For sure.
It's COVID's no joke, man. Think of it how you want, but it does exist. Many guys don't know this. We tested positive at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we did.
It was literally right after the Steelers season, but
and quarantining is not fun, and
it's not.
It sucks. It really does.
Maybe someday you'll tell the full story on that. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe down the road, but definitely thoughts and prayers to you, man. Definitely.
For the ages, man.
Yes, it is a very hilarious story, but we're not going to get into that. But prayers to Steelers, baby. Let's get some prayer emojis in the chat. That's for sure.
Definitely.
But, yeah, we're going to get into what are the Steelers' playoff chances. Well, pretty much the obvious route to go is to win out. But I think we all know that's not happening.
No, I can't see it happening at all. I really don't, if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys.
To add on about the Steelers' playoff chances, all the remaining opponents are AFC opponents. And some of them are top seeds, like the Chiefs and the Titans, who are two next opponents. I mean, son of a bitch. I guess the easiest way to do it would be to keep winning and then hoping some of our division opponents keep losing. But I don't know how likely that is.
Yeah, winning out for the Steelers is obviously the most perfect scenario.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, one more loss, I would probably have to say, that's it.
That is it. I mean, we're still on the fence of saying, the season's done, but I mean, they still have a shot realistically. I mean, we have to, as long as they still have a shot, we have to talk about it.
Yeah. Like you guys said, one loss and we're out. Because it's bad enough the Raiders already have a win against us, and they're ahead of us in the playoff rankings right now. The Bengals swept us. The Chargers beat us, so they have wins against us. I know we beat the Browns. We have them one more time this year. We did beat the Bills, So the fact that we have that tiebreaker over them is serious. Now, if it ever comes down to the 7th seed, obviously it matters about records and the tiebreakers, but it could also come down to the point of who has the better conference record.
Yep.
Because the Bills are 5-5 right now in the conference. We are 4-4. We still have 4 more AFC North opponents. I believe the Bills only have 2, although they are tough.
Yeah, tough, difficult opponents for sure.
I mean, there's the Patriots and I think the Jets, but that's about it. The only reason why I say the Jets are a tough battle is because division, but I think they blew them out this year, so who knows? Who really
you
knows?
got to think around that time the Jets may want to try to screw the Bills out. Kind of like how the Bills kind of screwed the Jets out when we needed the Bills to beat the Jets for us to get into the playoffs. Maybe the Jets do what the Bills did to them a couple years back.
Who knows?
Yeah.
That would be a full circle sort of deal, to be real with you. But obviously, like we said, the perfect route is to win out, but that's not happening. So the more likely that the Steelers are going to keep losing, the less likely we're going to be able to make the playoffs.
Obviously.
So what really is our best route outside of winning out? You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, because I don't know all of the mathematical scenarios. I don't know how they do that. They're scientists. I'm not. We're not whatsoever. We're not that intelligent because that's too much research. We ain't got the time, and we don't get paid enough to do that. So we don't do that type of shit. But I think looking at it ahead, the best way for us to get into the playoffs, because we're not winning out, let's be real. The best way for us to get into the playoffs is to obviously get that 7th seed. Because you look at the 5th and 6th seed, they're the Chargers and Bengals. They already beat us. So I think they're going to keep winning as well.
Yeah, I don't see the Bengals and Chargers choking. I mean, we can joke around, throughout their entire franchise, throughout their entire history. That's what they tend to do. But with where they are in the playoffs, they're not going to let that slip through their grasp.
Our best bet is the 7th seed when it comes to the Bills. And we have that win over them. But again, it could come down to conference record. But I look at the remaining Steelers schedule. Titans, Chiefs, Ravens, Browns. Do you honestly see one win out of that schedule, Coach Steele?
Hell no. And I just did a scenario. Say we beat the Titans and Chiefs, right? We lose to the Titans and Chiefs.
Right.
We beat the Browns and Ravens. We have 1% at making the playoffs. So.
Yeah, still not.
You just asked, is there any team on this list that I see we could beat? Obviously, Browns and Ravens are the two that we could because we done so this season. But Titans and Chiefs, I don't know.
No. I just don't see how we beat one of those 2 elite teams. I know Titans are a little hurt. They just got Julio back off IR. A.J. Brown could be back on week 15, which I think that's the week he's actually eligible to return from IR. If he's back, then that's massive for them. I don't know the extent of Derrick Henry's injury. But Dalvin Cook came back early, so maybe Henry could do the same. If not, I mean, they just had 2 running backs run for 100 yards their last matchup.
Yeah, they did.
So whoever's at running back, it don't matter against this rushing defense.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Just ask the Lions. I mean,
it doesn't matter who it is, bro. It could be the water boy. He's going to get you 100 yards.
It could be the 80-year-old Walmart guy.
It could be Trent Richardson and his blind ass.
And, hey, here's another scenario. Say we beat the Titans, we lose to the Chiefs, and then we beat the Browns and Ravens. That gives us a 61% chance.
Right.
Which means it's going to depend on a lot of other teams in the bracket falling out. So either way, no matter how you look at this, unless we obviously win out all 4 games, it's not looking good.
No, it's not. And I do believe one loss to the Titans or Chiefs will do it. Because honestly, the Ravens, yeah, we beat them, but they're still top of the AFC North. And I mean, I do see us splitting with the Ravens. I don't see us sweeping an AFC North team. I don't.
And not the Ravens 2 times
in the same month.
Well, not just that, two times in a row, sweeping them because we swept them last year.
Oh, you mean sweep them 2 straight years?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just don't see that happening with this team. Definitely not.
And the Browns, I mean, that's a toss-up, honestly. That really is. But who's to say Cleveland don't want to try to get revenge in our territory? And with how the AFC is looking right now, the AFC playoff picture, the Browns could very well, the Browns, Kevin Stefanski, everybody could very well just have a fire lit under their ass because I do think they have that mentality. They've shown it. They have shown it.
I know it says something this team lacks as well. Clearly.
Unfortunately, it's very inconsistent with that mentality. They like some players have it. It's very obvious who has it. I don't even have to say who they are. It's completely obvious who tries. And it's completely obvious who doesn't.
So all in all, when I look at our playoff chances, I see a very slim chance at this point. That win versus the Vikings, or that loss versus the Vikings, rather, was very hurtful. We needed to win to increase on division. And obviously in the win column, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We tried the greatest comeback in regular season history to no avail.
And now we have no choice but to win now, but it's against some of the toughest competition out there in the AFC.
It is. It's 2 elite teams, and it's 2 AFC North teams who won't go down without a fight because the Browns are right behind us, and we already beat the Ravens, so they're going to want to knock our teeth in the second time around.
Right, exactly. And this team has been so complacent and inconsistent, I can't see them really stepping up much or at all, if I'm going to be honest. I mean, how do you feel, Cold Steel?
If you want me to be honest, I don't have much faith in this team, bro.
Me neither.
It's kind of hard to have faith, honestly.
Oddly, this could be Tomlin's first losing season. I mean, I could see the team ending 8-1, just some miraculous way.
Wouldn't that be some shit, though, right?
It wouldn't be a losing season for Tomlin, but I could totally see it, but it still wouldn't be enough to make the playoffs in my book. Because when I look at the Bills' remaining schedule, they have the Bucs, who they might lose to. They have the
Carolina Panthers.
The Panthers. They have the Patriots, who they lost to, so they definitely going to want to get a win back. I don't see them getting swept by the Patriots this year. Granted, the Patriots are the number 1 seed.
Could.
They could, though. You got to think about that. The Patriots they're number 1 for a reason.
Then they got the Falcons and the Jets.
And which the last 2 games, when you just look at the teams, I mean, they should be easy wins. But
I can see them beating Carolina, Atlanta, and New York.
Oh, for
honestly.
sure. That's what, for sure. But Tampa Bay and New England is obviously their toughest competition. The toughest opponents.
You pulling up the Bills is the best scenario. Say we win out. This is where we shoot in.
Yeah.
Right there.
Because
that week win might come back in our favor.
Yes, because if we win out, then we would have that win over them. So thus we would get in over them. So say we win out, which the season would end 10-6-1?
Yeah.
And the Bills are, what's their record? They're 7-5. Let's say they lose to the Bucs and the Patriots. Okay? That puts them at 7-7. Then they beat the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Jets.
That's 10-7.
But we have that win over them. So, yes, we would be in. But you also got to look at it again. I'm not trying to sound like a broken record here. The rest of our opponents are AFC teams. Those are going to be big for the conference record. And I can see them already. I mean, the Bills are already, 5-5 in conference? So say they lose to the Patriots and they beat the Jets. So that puts them at, 6-6? And we're currently 4-4, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So depending on our record in conference, we might be able to get over them, but the Bills also still might beat us out in that aspect if we lose the majority of the rest of the season. So that
we are 4, by the way.
So that Bills win might not mean much if we don't win any more conference battles or as many as the Bills. Because I think the conference battles would beat out the win over the Bills. I could be wrong. Again, I'm not a scientist in that aspect. I have no idea how any of that works. I just let them do the work, but I'm just looking at it from an aspect.
Right.
But that's the playoff standings, man. You got the Patriots, you got the Titans, you got the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Bengals, and Bills, all currently in the playoffs. The Colts are fighting. The Raiders are fighting. They got a spot. They have a win over us. Then you got the Steelers and the Browns.
And even the Broncos right there. Or hell, even the Miami Dolphins just down below.
I don't count those teams because I don't see them making the playoffs.
Oh, no, but there's still teams, that could very well fight as well.
Any team under 500 right now, I find it hard for, it'll be a long shot.
A big long shot. They're going to need a Christmas miracle.
Literally.
A legit Christmas miracle. A miracle greater than the Immaculate Reception. But I don't see how this team makes the playoffs as of right now. I don't.
No.
I don't see this team waking up. I don't see this team adjusting. They haven't all year, and I think it's too late.
A guy in chat, Jack said, "We win out, guys. Come on."
No.
I'm sorry, but no. I'm sorry. It's too late. It's too late. Even if they do, I think it just might be a little too late. They should have done this. I keep saying this. I'm going to keep saying it again. They should have turned the season around after the bye week. That's what it was for.
That's what the bye week is for.
And they didn't do it. They did the same thing literally before the bye week, and they're still doing it right now, and they probably still will for the rest of the season.
Right. We already have some super chats, man. Jarrett Buckle says, I'm just here to support my brothers, not giveaway. Jarrett, man, $2 super chat. I appreciate that, bro. Hope you're doing well, man.
For sure. Thank you.
He doesn't want to be entered in the giveaway, but I still might put your name in there. I don't know yet. Would you welcome a Claypool Bobbletron? Or I keep calling him Bobbletron. He ain't no Tron. He ain't no fucking Tron, bitch.
No Tron in his name anymore.
No.
Maybe I don't know. Delay of game Tron. Run the clock out Tron.
I don't know.
Something.
I wouldn't even put him in the same category as Tron. That's disrespect to Megatron by the Transformer and by the player Calvin Johnson.
Right, of course.
People comparing him to Calvin Johnson and shit. That is a disrespect on his name. Are you kidding me?
Nah, he ain't no Tron. Like, come on.
GT Show with the 999 super chat says, fuck Clownpool.
I agree.
Well, GT, I appreciate that, but you are in the giveaway. I would assume. Well, I'd have to. I'd have to put you in there.
He's in the giveaway regardless. Fuck it.
Adam with a $2 super chat says, when are you talking about draft prospects? You know, since the season is pretty much a close, I'm going to get a head start at some point in my research. I don't watch college football like most of these others do, and I think I should. I should start looking at prospects a lot earlier. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Obviously, I'm hoping for the best of the rest of the season, but I just don't see it. So I'm going to get a head start on draft prospects. So I can't tell you a timetable, but at some point soon.
I could see me making some draft content even before the season's over, but it's still a few weeks away from me.
I was thinking about doing a mock draft during the bye week. So I mean,
it's potentially we could get something on the channel before the season ends. I mean, it's never too early to look at who to go and get draft season.
To be starting my research, looking into players and what this team needs in the next few weeks.
Right.
Get a head start.
Let's see where we at in the chat. A Bobble Con, Clumsy Clay. I like that.
Bobble Con, I like that one.
That's pretty good.
Jack Lambert 5858 says this team's lack of talent in the trenches. This team will never go anywhere till that's fixed. You're right. The trenches are two of our biggest issues. Everyone's just terrible. Outside of Hayward.
And Watt.
God bless Hayward, really.
Outside of the very obvious, like, there's nobody else that honestly doesn't try,
And yes, I did hear that, what the fuck's his name? Bryce Young.
Yeah, Heisman. Bryce Young won Heisman. That doesn't surprise me one bit. It really doesn't. I was expecting it.
Pickett got robbed. I don't know what's with these Pittsburgh dudes getting robbed of awards, but Pickett got robbed. That's just me.
I mean, his stats are very similar to Bryce Young, except Bryce Young is surrounded by freaking top recruiting players, while Pickett isn't. Pickett had little to nobody outside of maybe Addison. And he still put up numbers freaking out of nowhere. No one expected this from Pickett.
Hell no.
Nobody expected this.
I'll say this. Him not winning that award's not going to change anything. I mean, he's still going to go to the NFL and hopefully find success.
Oh, yeah, totally.
I mean, he's the guy out of everybody else from that school. He's the guy that gave them their first ACC championship.
That's impressive.
And honestly, if he's not drafted by the Steelers, I wish him success as long as it's in the NFC.
Yes, I agree. What that team is, I don't know. Could be Falcons, could be Saints, could be Panthers maybe. I just listed all NFC South teams, but who knows, man?
I don't know. Maybe Houston wants to take a jab. I don't know.
No, keep him out of the AFC.
I don't know.
Plus, keep him out of Houston. I wouldn't want to put that on my worst enemy.
No, you're right.
Speaking of which, is Houston mathematically eliminated from the playoffs? I mean, it doesn't matter, but, people still saying the Lions still have a shot.
It's all jokes. There's no way.
It's not happening. When I look at the Steelers playoff scenarios, I don't see us winning out, but I'm trying to figure out what games we could win and what teams could lose. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know that scenario specifically. Again, I'm not a scientist in this aspect. It would take me a while to even do that type of research and put it out there. But let's say, for example, let's say we do beat the Titans, okay, for some miraculous reason. Let's say we do beat the Titans, we lose to the Chiefs, we lose to the Ravens, and then beat the Browns. Like, who do we need to lose to get in? That I don't know. That I would love to find out. If anyone has any clue of that would be much appreciated. Because I'm trying to figure out any possible scenario of how the Steelers can make the playoffs. Not that it's going to happen, because that's asking for too much favor.
And that's the thing. I feel like we shouldn't have to rely on other teams to get us to the playoffs.
We've done that too much.
We have, and it hasn't helped one bit. Like, when we go to the playoffs, nothing happens. Nothing happens at all.
I put it on. I would say we would need at least either the Bengals or Ravens to somehow fall. I don't know if it's possible, but one of those two teams would have to fall out, and we would have to at least get 3 wins.
Well, when I look at the Browns' schedule, I know you didn't mention that, but the Browns' schedule, they have Baltimore, then the Raiders, then, God damn, son of a bitch, I don't know if they win another game. They have the Ravens, the Raiders, the Packers, the Steelers, then the Bengals.
Holy shit.
I'm writing them off right now, if I'm going to be real with you. Especially with Baker at quarterback.
If they stop the run, it's obvious. Browns ain't going to win.
The Ravens' remaining schedule. Obviously, they have the Browns this week, which is a big AFC battle. Obviously, we would need the Browns to win to get us a chance, win or lose.
Yeah. Then after the Browns, they have the Packers. Then they have the Bengals. Then they have the Los Angeles Rams, and then the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So every AFC team I'm looking at, or AFC North team specifically, their schedule does not get any easier. So by that aspect, because, when I look at the Bengals, you see the 49ers this week, then the Broncos, then the Ravens, then the Chiefs, and then the Browns.
Yeah, so we're not the only team in the AFC North with a difficult schedule.
So is there some possible miraculous way the Steelers somehow increase in the division, somehow in a bigger miracle win the division, and make the playoffs? Maybe. But that, again, would also cause that would have to come with the Steelers winning out specifically.
Yeah, they need to win out and just hope that the remaining rivals just lose at least maybe half of their games.
Or specifically, they would have to beat the Ravens and the Browns, mainly, while every other team in the AFC North continues to lose, which anything's possible.
Yes, of course, anything's possible.
So we could lose to the Titans and Chiefs and still beat the Ravens and the Browns and still make the playoffs. Somehow, whether that's number 2, number 1 seed, probably number 1 seed specifically, and still make the playoffs.
Potentially.
But that's another scenario. But is that a scenario I see happening? Not really.
No, I don't.
Any possible scenario that you tell me when it comes to the Steelers making the playoffs, I don't see happening. Obviously, the main one is win and you're in. But this team has not shown me all year that they can win confidently, comfortably.
No, they haven't played as good as the Bengals have in some games, like the Ravens have in some games, like the Bills have in some games. They haven't. They have not had one convincing win all season. All of them have been freaking close. All of them have been freaking heart attacks. I can't see us.
And I'm not buying into this. They show fight. They show heart. It's too fucking late.
Listen, they do show it, but it's so inconsistent.
It's inconsistent.
Just like how this team plays week in and week out. It's so inconsistent.
It's inconsistent because they wait until the end to finally wake the fuck up. And here's the question. Why does that happen? Is it because the opposing team falls asleep and is comfortable and gives up? Or is it because the Steelers themselves finally wake up and realize they're playing a football game?
No, it has nothing to do with the Steelers, and I don't care who disagrees with me. It has nothing to do with that. It has everything to do with teams, and it doesn't matter what team it is, including ours. When you get a lead in a game, you find yourself to relax in the fourth quarter. All these points that are getting everyone hype is garbage time.
It is. And oddly, the 2 times that the Steelers did that this season were against 2 teams that are notorious for doing that. The Chargers and the Vikings.
And we both lost.
And we still lost.
We both freaking lost.
2 teams that can't hold a lead to save their goddamn life. So
The Vikings, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, for fuck's sake. I mean, they were up 29-0. We came back and we still lost. Like,
it doesn't make sense. I even just saw Adam. He said he thinks it's play calling in the first. I don't. You don't go this many weeks into the season and say, okay, for the first half, I'm just going to do shitty play calling. And then in the fourth, I'm going to do the things that work. That's just not even possible.
That makes no sense.
I don't get it. It hurts my brain thinking about it.
Exactly. Who the fuck would do that?
Bell asked a great question with a $5 super chat. Do you guys want to even make the playoffs? What can the players who actually try every game? What can they do to end Ben's career in a good way? They're already trying. Hayward, he's the lone man on that defensive line that actually tries. The other guys we got in the trenches, the depth guys, Adams, fucking Bugs, who's been inactive for the last 3 weeks. Who else? Loudermilk, you guys know. I mean, they're all bums. Wormley's solid. I'll give him that, but he's depth for a reason.
Yeah.
And then T.J. Watt, 16 sacks. He's going to break Harrison's record at some point. Maybe we see that live at Pittsburgh against Tennessee. That would be cool. That would be the highlight of my goddamn trip.
Yeah, because the news is Watt's injury isn't supposed to be major. It's very minor, and he does have a strong chance to play against Tennessee.
But that's it. Najee Harris, God fucking bless him.
Pat Freiermuth, God bless him. Chris Boswell, God bless him.
I'll even throw Deontay in there. But there's only so much they can do.
Yeah, outside the very obvious, nobody has that strong football mentality. They don't. So to answer your question, do we even want to make the playoffs? Honestly, no, because it's just going to be the same outcome as last year, and the previous weeks this season.
It would just be a one and done deal, even if we do make the playoffs. The only thing that would be exciting about the playoffs, if we do somehow make it, is the fact that it would be Ben's last game. Whatever game it is, which would probably be the wild card. That's the only thing.
We are not going to win anything for 2 simple facts. 1, the defense, specifically, we got free safeties playing linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
So, you got these guys playing linebacker. They're trying to stop the run. They obviously have failed at that many times. And then when they're not getting ran all over, the opposing team's offense is throwing the ball down the field, and we don't have safeties in the right areas because they're playing linebacker.
And that's a shame. I'm gonna look through this because I am incredibly curious. Who leads the Steelers in tackles? Is it Minka?
It's got to be Minka.
Because
it's got to be Minka Fitzpatrick.
Because if your free safety is your top leading tackler, there's a fucking problem. Okay, he's not our leading tackler. As a matter of fact, it's Schobert in combined tackles. Minka's second. But Minka leads us in solo tackles.
That just doesn't add up.
When your safety leads the team in tackles, you got a fucking problem.
A major problem.
It means your dudes in the trenches can't hold it down. And that includes the linebackers.
I go to show our defense has taken a major fucking downfall. Our defense is not that great. Many people... Go on.
No, I was just saying we're week 14. If this team was going to turn things around, they would have figured it out by now.
And dude, there's still even miscommunication issues. Still. This defense, plain and simple, is not that fucking great. No. It's not.
The Dreadman with a $2 super chat says, even if we make it, we might be a 1-round exit. It'll be one and done, man.
Exactly, bro.
By the way, all these super chats, you guys are entered for the Claypool giveaway. Just saying.
Whether you
Claypool,
like it or not.
yes, you guys are entered. I hope you guys know that. I pinned it in the live chat. If you're not, then just tell me you're not interested. But you guys are entered in my book.
Never know. Claypool might have a beast season next year.
He might actually mature, man. Who knows?
Yeah, I fucking hope. I wish.
Regret giving away his bobblehead.
I don't give a shit. I don't use it. Bobbletron. This works for week 1 only. I think this thing's cursed. You don't know why it's cursed? Because these motherfuckers at FOCO put 116 yards, 4 touchdowns, week 4 versus the Dolphins. Motherfucker, we didn't play the Dolphins last year.
Hold on, let me see
we
this, let me
played
see
the Eagles.
There's 5 footballs.
There's 5 footballs. These dudes fucked up.
There's 5 footballs.
I paid
Which
this.
makes it more rare.
It does. I paid this bitch at full price, and a week later they had it on discount for $15 off.
Wow. Talk about a kick to the nuts, in a way.
That's worth a celebration. Jesus God. We're gonna make that a thing.
When we go to Pittsburgh, we're doing that to everything we see.
Literally.
We're going to do that to everything we see. The Fountain, Heinz Field, Permane Brothers, whatever.
I think you guys should do like an Instagram, like a series of videos of you guys doing that and post each one on your Instagram.
Yeah, I don't use Instagram, but maybe.
I do it. I don't care.
I do.
Or Twitter, whatever.
I do
whatever
use-
suits you.
We do use Twitter, though, a lot. At SteelTwins, by the way, on Twitter, G-Plug. Appalachian Life says, how do I get a SteelTwins hat? Great question, and I have the perfect answer, man. SteelYinzers.com.
Yeah.
That is where you can get your official SteelTwins merch, as well as our guest Cold Steel merch, man. Adding new stuff, man. As you guys can see, hats, shirts, hoodies. We got beanies. We got the Run the Ball t-shirt. It's Jag-Off season. We're going to bring some Claypool merch to it as well. Also, new to the site, I don't know if you guys know this, we have official Steelers products. You can actually buy jerseys on the merch shop. It runs through Amazon, but you can officially buy jerseys. You got Bettis, Johnson, Watt, Buth.
And not only just
Let's not, don't even worry about Claypool. We got Fitzpatrick.
Yeah.
We got Hayward. We got Ben. Okay, Claypool, get the fuck out of here. You can even buy mugs, of course.
You can buy levitating footballs, levitating helmets. You can even buy books.
Like the one that I have on my desk.
You're right.
Yeah, the Bell Cowers Heart and Steel book, man.
In fact, it would be in the home and office section, I believe. You collect that, and you have all this stuff you can buy. You can even buy a, what is that? That's a wall art 3D thing. That's awesome. That looks cool. It's a thing of Heinz Field.
Definitely, man. We got a lot of stuff on the shop. You can definitely get it today.
Of course.
SteelYinzers.com. Look at all this.
And, of course, there's books, The Heart and Steel by Bill Cowher. There's The Theory of Life by Arthur Moats. Don't Cross the Moats. You got Mean Joe Green, Built by Football. I'd have to get that one, man. And, of course,
Hell, you can even get Cordell Stewart's Truth book.
Slash. I would love to read that. You know, Cordell Stewart was my first jersey. And I would love to, kind of go deep inside his mind, you know what I'm saying, with the book to understand what he was going through. That would be interesting to read.
That'd be great. That'd be a great read.
But SteelYinzers.com, that's where you can get your official Cold Steel and Steel Twins merchandise, as well as Steelers stuff as well. Now on the site.
Yeah.
Told you, we're going to make that a thing, man.
I think we're going to have some new products in the next week or two.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
We've been actually just brewing some new designs today, actually. So
Yeah, we're talking about some stuff. So definitely keep an eye out for sure, guys.
Speaking of designs, man, we totally didn't talk about that poster.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
And how the hell did that happen?
Oh, we got distracted by other stuff you want to show us.
We were playing Madden. We were talking about.
Yeah, I was gonna say me and Bob had a whole podcast on the front porch.
No lie. Like we talked. Like we need to record our conversations.
We talked about the Steelers like for an old hour and a half in the cold. Meanwhile, your ass was up here playing Madden on my PS5.
Yeah, I was beating the shit out the Chiefs.
With Kenny Pickett at quarterback.
With Kenny Pickett at quarterback. And then we watched that one episode of Tom Brady's documentary.
Great documentary, by the way. After the
Very
first
good.
episode, highly recommend.
I love the part where Tom Brady admitted that he was shitting his pants when he played the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that because this goes right into another great discussion, man. I know we're talking about playoff chances, but this also ties into our playoff chances because you know what Ryan Clark has said for the last month? No one fears us. Tom fucking Brady in his second year feared us in Heinz Field.
In the AFC Championship game in 2001.
That is the reputation this team, this organization held for the longest fucking time. And now,
Yeah, if you're young and don't remember, just go watch that documentary. You'll see why we get so upset about this team.
and now when you look at this team, like Ryan Clark said, no one fears us. In fact, you know what they see? They see a fucking 23-year-old grown-ass man celebrating with 30 seconds left on the clock and no timeouts. They see Juju dancing on TikToks, dancing on logos. That's what they see. They see clowns, bro.
They see a team that is not disciplined. They see a team that is not focused on football 100% of the time.
This team
Because we're not focused on football. At least the majority of the players are not focused on football. They only use their talent and their potential to gain followers and subscribers on their fucking social media platforms.
Chase Claypool is much more. He would much rather make a TikTok about holding a cheeseburger while lined up against two fat asses than actually catching a football on the field.
And
And
also giving the ball to the referee after getting down with the clock going down with no timeouts in the fourth quarter, down by 8. You hear Chase Claypool's excuse? Do you see him literally defend what he did, blaming Trey Turner, saying that the ball was knocked out of my hand? That's why we lost. No. You did not give the ball to the referee. What you decided to do was taunt for no fucking reason, and Turner trying to fucking make up for your mistake and give the ball to the ref, but yet you want to blame Turner. You want to point the finger at Turner
instead of
taking the blame, saying I messed up, I should never have done that. My first thing should have been giving the ball to the referee to give us more time.
he tries to justify it. What a clown, man.
How can you justify what the fuck you did?
The more this guy opens his mouth, the more of a clown he becomes.
And people want to fucking be out there and defend him, saying, so we're just gonna act like none of us have acted so childish at 23. Chase Claypool's a grown ass fucking man, and he's playing in the fucking NFL with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It is basic football fundamentals.
Oh, he's young. So is every fucking NFL player. But how many fucking football players do this shit in the NFL today? Huh? How many? When I look at all the other NFL teams, I don't see people doing it.
I really don't.
I don't see Elijah Moore doing this shit.
I really don't.
I don't see Jerry Jeudy doing this shit.
Like, are there players that celebrate after a play? Yeah. Do they get penalized for it? I mean, ridiculously, yes, they do. That's a totally different discussion. But I don't see other people on other teams do the nonsense that these Steelers wide receivers do. And this is dating back from 6 years.
It just frustrates me. It really does. Like, and again, me, Dan, and Cold Steel, we look back and listen back to Troy's Hall of Fame speech about Steeler culture.
Oh, God. See, okay.
I remember that quote, man. I will always remember that quote. To be a Steeler is to consider yourself, or to consider others before considering yourself.
Okay, so when I talk about the poster I want to put in the background, that is the poster. It is literally that entire segment. Steelers culture.
To put up back here.
By Paul Mall. That is what I want to put back here.
To put up back here. Because that is what a true Steeler represents.
And the pain in the ass about this is Ryan Clark said that, 2 weeks ago? And this team's still pulling off the same shit. So, is this team ever going to shut their fucking mouth? I guess, I don't want to say be put in a corner. You know what I'm saying? By that, I mean being disciplined. But
now, this
team ever going to wake up and understand their issues? Understand this ain't the squad that won Super Bowls. This ain't the squad that put fear in these motherfuckers. This ain't the squad that would beat your ass. Now, when we look at we're like the kids that go to the park and get laughed at. Hey, mommy, can I go in the swing? And then there's that fucking big ass 8-year-old that just laughs at us. You're too little for that. We get laughed at now.
We're not the team that we used to knock people on their ass and fucking fear. We're not the team that was feared. We're not.
So I don't see this team growing up in
because
basic terms.
this team is so undisciplined.
And where does it start? Where does it start? Personally, I think it starts at the top with Art Rooney II. Honestly, I think he deserves a little blame for allowing this to happen. Ever since this man right here, Dan Rooney, passed away, this culture hasn't been the same. And Cole could tell you that because he called it out 2 years ago.
2 years ago, bro.
Holy shit, is that aging
And
well.
it's still reminiscent to this day.
It's aging like Tom Brady.
I actually think it's more like 3 years because we're heading into 2022.
We are.
Technically, yeah.
We're a few weeks away from that. But obviously Mike Tomlin's to blame because the argument that he's more so of a best friend rather than a disciplinary or a father figure, I suppose, is being rung more true. Because there is no discipline from Mike Tomlin. I mean, how many years have we seen all these players do stupid shit and there's little to no discipline? And that's one thing Tomlin lacks. I love Tomlin, but he is not a coach people fear. When you look at a coach, when you look at like a boss, you know what I'm saying? Because when you look at someone like, I'm going to go in my terms, right? When I first started my job, I had a supervisor that told me what I was doing wrong and what I needed to do and set me straight. That's a man I respected. That's the man that made me the worker I am. That is the man that I kind of feared because he kept disciplining me. So the way to not be disciplined anymore was to listen to the motherfucker. Tomlin lacks all of that. He may say a little something here and there, but is he serious?
No, dude, Tomlin for years has been all talk, but there's no action. There is no action. It's the same thing every goddamn time. He literally just stands there on the sideline with his face just like, he just stands there. He doesn't do anything. He does not do anything. He doesn't go to the players and tell them like it is or how it should be, tell them to knock it off. I don't see that shit. I don't. I just see him standing there by himself, looking on the field. It's like, Tomlin, go to your players and tell them to knock it the fuck off. You are an NFL coach.
Who else could say that?
You know, there's somebody else on this team that does that as well.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
I was just about to get to it.
And you kind of uploaded a video earlier today on your channel, Cold Steel.
Yeah, I've gotten some support for that video. Also got a few comments that told me to jump off a cliff. But I really don't care either way. I mean, I have my view on Ben Roethlisberger, and that's who we're referring to. And yeah, if you look on the sideline, he looks like he's always by himself, doesn't give a shit, comes out in press conferences and says that it's not up to him to be a leader with these young receivers and trying to put them in the right position and telling them what they should be doing in those scenarios. Those are things that should have been talked about in the offseason, but we know how the Steelers do.
Yeah.
You know, they wait till week 1 to figure out shit. Bitched about that in the preseason, and people told me I was stupid. So, you know, what do I know?
Right.
What do I know? I apparently don't know anything about football.
Steelers Freak says the theme from previous players this week is Tomlin is either teaching the culture or he is allowing it to happen. Either way, not good for him.
It's not good for
We
the
had
team.
a culture in set. We had a culture in set. Everyone understood it. No one is
representing that culture.
or no one is pushing that culture. Specifically, guys that should be pushing that culture. Leaders. Guys like Tomlin. Guys like the owners. Even some guys on the team. Veterans. That's all I'm going to say there.
We know Cam is all about that life.
Oh, yeah, Cam Hayward is like the main fucking guy.
I take him out of that discussion. We all know. Because he said it in interviews. You can see it on the sideline. You can see anytime he's on the field. He's one of the rare guys that still enables that Steelers culture. And if you're a Steelers fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Bella
exactly.
says that Ben is frustrated. I don't know if that's an excuse for him to not be a leader and then come out into the media and say what he said. But I don't care if he's frustrated. All players get frustrated when they're going through down times.
Of course.
But that's the difference between being a sourpuss and being a champion. So, I don't know. I do remember there's been times in the past where Ben picks and chooses when he wants to be a leader. I guess it depends on the dialogue that surrounds his character.
And that's
like we saw last year. You know, Antonio Brown came out and opened a whole bag of worms, and all of a sudden Ben Roethlisberger is best friends with everybody on the team. He's calling people over for lunches. They're doing picnics. You know, they're going shopping together at Levi Jeans. And then here we go this year, and it's a complete opposite because you know why? No one's talking about it anymore, so Ben can be himself.
And the thing with Ben is he does show signs of leadership, but same with his play style, it's inconsistent.
Same with this team.
It's a very common thing with this team for years. You might as well call us the inconsistent Steelers. That's what the fuck we are. And it's sickening. It's sickening that we do not represent what the hell we used to be.
No.
Not 1 ounce.
Because I look at past teams, and I know Steelers fans always reflect on the past, but I think it's a good time right now to look at the past and appreciate more what we had back then.
Yeah.
Not just because we won Super Bowls and we were one of the most respected franchises in history, one of the most successful of all time. Not just that, but just the way the team acted.
But it's because of how they acted, because of the culture they represented, because of the attitude and mentality they had is why we won Super Bowls. It's why we were one of the most feared teams in NFL. Now, we're not. We're the complete opposite. Why do you think we haven't done anything for the past decade?
You know, I've seen before, we were getting blown out by teams, right? And I'll see Najee Harris on the sideline, and he's bummed because he's competitive. While I see the obvious, just smile. Just
Laugh.
joke around on the sideline.
Hey, buddy, I'm going to make a TikTok when I get home. You want to see my sneaker collection?
There's a difference.
TikTok.
There is two sides on the locker room. There's guys that care. There's guys that don't. And it's very easy to tell who's on either side.
And by the way, I want to respond to Steelers Freak because I've been staring at this comment for a few minutes. He said when Ben tried to reel in AB, he got smoked. He probably is just tired of the bullshit. Here's my response to that. If Ben Roethlisberger is finding trouble in reeling guys in, it's probably because they don't respect him. Maybe that ties into the fact that he doesn't do things with players in the offseason. Doesn't come to every practice.
I mean, dude, every Wednesday he's off.
Like, why is that?
Why is he off?
I don't see Tom Brady getting days off. And I know everyone's going to say, oh, well, Tom Brady's different, this and that. It's just like, why do you think he's so successful then? Why do you think Belichick and them are so successful? Why do you think they were the top dog in the AFC? Why do you think we couldn't fucking beat them? How many times? Watch the Tom Brady documentary.
Now, watch episode 1 because I look at how they were. It's like, Jesus Christ, that's what we used to be.
And I understand times
That's what we used to embody.
I understand times have changed. But
by the way, I just saw an article because I typed in Tom Brady practice. I'm just curious. The article's from August 2nd. You ready for this? And I find it funny. Tom Brady was so ticked off over some poor play at Bucs practice that I'm not even joking. They said he threw a temper tantrum. He was cursing, slamming his helmet, and even punting footballs.
what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah. But you know what? It's funny as that sounds. I kind of want that kind of energy, bro. I want a guy that's involved, that has heart, that wants to see the team win, even if it makes him look like an asshole. And I think that's the problem with today's society. It's such a bad thing to be an asshole. Sometimes you have to be an asshole around certain types of people. Because they just don't get it. They don't have it. They don't have that it factor. They don't have that thing to get them up in the morning. They got to have fucking music playing during practice.
Yeah, really. I know times change, and that's obviously something we all got to get used to. But
this is bad change, bro. This isn't.
It is no,
it's horrible.
It's bad change.
Welcome. Change is welcome, but this is not.
No, it's not.
No, this shit sucks.
But with change, like some of the shit from the past needs to remain, and that hasn't with this team. Specifically, the attitude, the culture, the embodiment of the black and gold.
Yeah, literally having guys like Tom Brady himself shitting themselves when they have to come into Pittsburgh to play us in a playoff game. Those things are missing. And that's why we have former players coming out and speaking out. They're not just coming out speaking out because they feel like it or because they feel entitled to or whatever. They're coming out and speaking out because it's necessary.
Yes.
Because it's embarrassing.
And we have guys from those eras still on this team that aren't enforcing that ability.
No.
And why is that? Is everyone soft? Did they not understand it when they were there? Did they just I don't get it.
They probably just got too conditioned. Maybe they just got they probably got too conditioned because of our past success.
Maybe it's because they were conservative. That's why. I don't know.
Yeah, complacency, bitch, man.
It is.
So
with this remaining schedule, they better step the fuck up.
So
that's what I want to see.
So point the finger at whoever you want. Ben, Tomlin, Art Rooney II. Point fingers whoever you want. I think they're all partially to blame. But I don't see it happening because they should have done it after Clark and other players made that statement after the Bengals loss. But this team needs to change real fucking quick. They need to turn the clock back a little bit and embody what the fuck made this team so successful. I don't see it happening, though.
No. Unfortunately not, because they haven't for weeks, and they haven't for years.
We went from Blitzburg to Litzburg.
But
what the
Joe
fuck?
says the Bucks built an offensive line around Brady. That an offensive line is not going to lead us to a Super Bowl. Ben Roethlisberger has had great offensive lines. He's had great receivers to throw the ball to. If our defense is never good, we're not making it. That's already factual. That's not an opinion. That's facts.
It is facts.
14, 15, 16, and 17. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
I mean, dude, how many times do you, Coach Steele, have to bring up that the defense is what led us to Super Bowls? Won us Super Bowls.
I mean, I keep bringing it up. The stats are out there for people to go look. Go look at Ben's quarterback ratings in all those Super Bowls that we played in. I don't know where people get this idea that they keep saying Ben's can lead us to a Super Bowl. When has he ever done that? He's contributed. There's a difference. There is a huge difference between contributing and actually leading a team to a Super Bowl.
Yeah. And every Super Bowl he's played in.
Never make a Super Bowl without a good defense, man.
And every Super Bowl he's played in, it's been poor outside of one throw. Which, if you look at it, it was a
better catch than it was.
No, Ben even admitted himself he didn't like the throw. He hated that he threw it. He just glad Holmes caught it.
The throw, okay. But when we say it was a better catch than throw, we mean that the throw was a stupid decision. That specifically is what we're talking about. But
if it was another receiver, if it wasn't Holmes, that ball would have gone out of bounds. Honestly.
Pretty much, though, we need to build the trenches in the offseason. Because run defense is what's killing this defense.
Joseph here says, whatever, man, that throw to Holmes is enough said. I mean, really? So that one throw overlooks the fact that he was shit in that entire game, for the most part? The interception? The QBR rating under 50? You're telling me all that stuff doesn't matter because he threw the ball out of bounds and Santonio Holmes made an amazing catch. One of the greatest catches I've ever seen and definitely one of the best catches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, of course.
It is the greatest catch and throw of all time. I do believe that. And I'm not trying to be too harsh on Ben because Ben's all I know. Okay? I'm not going to lie. Ben's all I know.
We've had this discussion.
Yes. You have to love Ben. You know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, it's okay to criticize the guy for this shit.
Rock D says before Ben we had nothing. That's not true. We had a guy that got us 4 Super Bowls.
That and Cordell Stewart led us to an AFC Championship game.
By the way, even Terry Bradshaw, if you go back to those Super Bowls, how good were those defenses?
Number 1.
How good were those defenses?
All our Super Bowl victories, the defense was number 1.
Same page here.
Well, I'm actually going to go back to this dude's comment about Ben's throw to Holmes. Yeah,
yes,
that happened, but Lamar Woodley did strip sack Kurt Warner to pretty much seal the deal. If that did not happen, who knows if we would have had 6 Super Bowls? Who knows if we would have won that game? Because before that strip sack, the Cardinals were actually going down the field pretty well. Let's not forget that.
Why is this turning into a Ben?
I don't want to make it into a Ben thing, but I'm just saying. But the thing with Ben is it's tough love with him.
I guess we're also going to pretend like Cordell Stewart wasn't a part of a team that led us to an AFC championship. I don't know. Everyone go back and watch film of Malone, Blister, Matt. Bro, I lived through those eras.
Yep.
I'm trying to understand. I'm not Bob and Dan's age.
No, he's not.
And I'm ready for Ben to leave. I am. I still want Ben to go. I do.
Believe me. I love Ben to death. That's my motherfucking quarterback. Despite what Cold's saying, Rob's saying, I don't entirely agree with it, but that's my quarterback, but he does have criticisms, especially this year.
And these criticisms are nothing but tough love.
Rock D says we're spoiled. Whatever, bro. What the fuck ever, man. I guess we're spoiled, I guess. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I was at a point in the 90s where I could comprehend what I was watching on TV. I was not wearing diapers. Not to expose how old I am, but I'm not from I wasn't born in the 90s or the 2000s. I saw terrible Steelers teams. And there's nothing spoiled about anything that I'm saying. I felt this way about Ben pretty much the whole time he's been here.
Right.
Twins will tell you that.
Yeah.
They will talking about this shit for years. And this spoiled talk is annoying as well because how can we be? When's the last time we went to a Super Bowl?
Yeah, really.
When's the last time we done anything?
Talking about right now, bro.
When was the last time we won a playoff game?
Wow, I'm so spoiled. I had the privilege of watching this team blow it in the playoffs for the last decade. Wow.
Some of the shit, I swear it cracks me up. It does.
Right there with you, man. What the fuck? I mean, spoiled. What does that even mean? You guys act like we won Super Bowls in the last five years. What is there to be spoiled about?
When they say spoiled, what exactly do they mean?
That's what I'm trying to. Yeah. I'm trying to figure this out because he's not the first person to say that in chat here. I've seen this shit on Twitter and everywhere else. He says I'm a hater. How am I a hater? Or is he referring to somebody else?
Oh, you're
say we're being spoiled by like we want to win every year. Is that a bad thing? Like
isn't that what every NFL fan wants?
Now listen, I know it's unrealistic. I know that's not going to happen.
Losing, we're talking about losing because the team's losing. That makes sense.
I don't know.
All last year, especially during that that 11 winning streak, I talked about all the good stuff. Then I think it was the Washington game, I started pointing out that I saw some things that were looking bad. Sure enough, I was right, and we tanked for majority of the rest of that season, and of course the playoffs. You know how that went.
Of course.
We had our off season, which I talked about. All I'm saying is, are we not supposed to talk about the bad things?
Like, what do you want us to say?
Like I put on Twitter, I don't know.
Well, what do you want us to say?
Like I don't know why people think it's so wrong to criticize players. Like it's okay
And listen,
to criticize players.
no matter who it is.
You don't have to defend everybody.
No matter who it is.
For everything they've done.
It could be Ben. It could be Juju. It could be Claypool.
It could be Watt.
Nobody's immune to criticism. If they are not going out there on the field doing what the fuck needs to be done, they will be criticized. We're not going to sugarcoat what the fuck we see on the field. We're not going to say what you guys want to hear. We're going to say what needs to be fucking said. You don't like it, you can go fuck yourself.
Jesus Christ, Rob.
No, like seriously, like this shit pisses me off. This is why I rant. I can't stand this shit.
Get it off your chest, bro.
Anybody that thinks that Ben can still do it, face the facts, he's not. Anybody that still wants him, you're fucking dumb. You're just going to delay the inevitable once again when the fact is he's got to go. We got to end that era.
And you know what else, Rob? What is stopping us from being successful 2 years from now?
What is stopping us? What is stopping us?
That's what I don't understand. Everyone acts as if Ben Roethlisberger is he's like a huge god in the sky. And he's our prophet.
They put him at this high-ass pedestal.
Oh, life without Ben is going to be depressing. We're going to be in caves and we're going to be in cages.
Yeah, cause the Patriots are suffering right now. Because they ended that era with Brady, considering Belichick wanted to do it for quite some time anyway. They ended that era of Brady because that era was dying off. They had a rebuild year, which they desperately fucking needed. And now look at them. They got a franchise quarterback on the way. They got a great-ass fucking defense. They got great guys coming back. They're number one in the AFC.
Yeet. We know we're going to have a fucking down year next year.
Yeah, bro, like, dude, we said last season after the playoff game, this season was going to be a waste if Ben was going to come back. And it's fucking his.
All right, let me ask the chat a question. Are we winning the Super Bowl this year?
No.
Because if we aren't, what was the point of bringing Ben back? Thus, this season was a waste. Thus, we delayed the inevitable, and now it's going to take us a little longer to find a new franchise.
Yet the Patriots got rid of Brady. They had a rebuild year, and when the time was right, they got a quarterback. Now look at them. Mac Jones is going to be a fucking stud for them.
We all know.
Who's to say, I don't mean to interrupt you, but who's to say that doesn't happen with the New Orleans Saints next season? Huh? Who's to say that doesn't happen with New Orleans?
We all know that this team's going to take a few years to be rebuilt. We know this shit.
This is what needs to happen. This is what needs to happen. We've been long overdue for this shit. But we've been delaying the inevitable with Ben's career for how many damn years?
We said what we said about Ben. I'm going to say this. I do think Ben did carry us for some of the mid-2010s.
Yes, no, he definitely did. That was his prime.
Yes, he had AB. Yes, he had Bell. I get it, but Ben also made a lot of other receivers good. I'll give Ben that. He is my quarterback. Don't get me wrong.
And I'm right here with Dan. Do not get us wrong. Do not twist and turn our words. All right? We're not saying Ben is trash. We're not saying Ben isn't the greatest Steelers quarterback of all time, because the truth is he is.
And I'm going to take this mic off. I'm going to say this right now, because I did it when Troy went in. I'm going to do it when Hines goes in. I'm going to do it when Ben goes in. I will cry at his Hall of Fame ceremony. Will I cry when he retires this offseason? I don't know anymore. 2 years ago, I said it. This year, I'm going to be like, thank fucking God. Because you know what? It needs to happen. But that doesn't mean I don't dislike Ben. That doesn't mean I hate the guy. That doesn't mean I'm not appreciative of what he's done this entire career, what he's done for this franchise. Because if it wasn't for him, man, I don't know what my upbringing as a Steelers fan would be. I don't. But that doesn't mean that the next few years after Ben is going to be similar to when we were without Bradshaw.
You're bursting out laughing.
The fucking comments, this guy Tony, bro. He's definitely trolling.
He's trolling. Come on, bro. Come on.
That's good.
If Mason is our quarterback next year, how many are jumping ship then? I don't care how many are shipping off. All I know is we're not.
Did we ship? No, I dare any motherfucker in this chat rewatching this, whatever. I dare anybody to call us, oh, you're fake fans. Oh, you're too negative. Oh, you're not a real fan. Yeah, but we're going to be going to Pittsburgh in literally 1 week for the Tennessee Titans game. But we got all this memorabilia. We spent so much money on this memorabilia for our equipment, for this channel. We got our own fucking merch based off the Pittsburgh Steelers. But we're a fake fan.
And if we were like any of these other fucking spoiled-ass millennials, and don't categorize us with that because that's disrespectful to me, and I don't like being disrespected. If we were like all these other millennials, we would have jumped ship when we had Duck and Mason start all 2019. But guess what? We didn't.
Man, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Duck is the GOAT. He should be the future. I think they should sign him to a 10-year contract right now. Even though he wasn't good in a league that is not the NFL. That doesn't matter, you know?
What?
Hey. All right, guys, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, man. I think this is what chat wants to hear. At the end of this season, once the Steelers are out, I'm taking my talents to New York. I'm going to be a Jets fan. There it is.
Lincoln Park says, I'm never jumping, but I'm losing interest. That's what's going to happen when the team's losing. Yeah, you're not going to care as much. But
I'm going to sell thousands of dollars of memorabilia I have around me and close up shop, man.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of my Joe Green autographed jersey.
I feel you, bro.
Yeah, I'm just going to throw all my Steelers merch in the trash and say, bon voyage. I'm going to become a fucking Texans fan. I don't fucking know. Yeah, sure.
a Texans fan? God
Yeah,
bless you.
this guy here, Rock in chat, he doesn't know football, bro. He doesn't know football. He has no clue what he's talking about.
It's not the first time I heard that. James, I don't know who you are and why you keep saying it's fixed, but please knock that off before I ban you.
Lily, please, knock it off.
Where's the moderators, man?
I don't know. GT's a moderator. Is he still in here? I think the Fiend's a moderator. Who else is a moderator? I know you're a moderator.
I don't think we got many moderators. I think that's something we got to do.
Could it be 10 years of funk? We don't know that.
We don't know that.
That's what everyone's assuming, which I just find to be funny. It just proves my point that a lot of these people have like a closet in their house and they have Ben Roethlisberger made out of bubble gum inside the closet and they praise him every night. They get on their knees. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Please win another Super Bowl. Prove the SteelTwins and Cold Steel wrong. Please, Daddy. It's fucking pathetic. It is pathetic, man. To not be able to sit here and criticize a guy when he's clearly showing you on the sidelines that he's checked out. Your favorite quarterback, Mr. Hall of Famer, has checked out for the 2021 season. He could give no fucks. He's getting paid.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't see Ben going to the players and telling them you need to knock it off. I don't see him hyping the players up, getting them ready. I don't. I really don't.
Let's see where we at in the chat. Hey guys, what do you think of Aaron Rodgers as our next quarterback? I really think that's unrealistic. Like now that I look at it, I don't see that happening. Come on.
Yeah.
Like yeah, that's the dream, but
Alice. Damn it.
Jesus.
I got Cordell Stewart in my closet. That has a lot of hidden comedy to it. Dark comedy.
You guys change every week. If we complete the comeback, you all praise him.
No,
Wrong.
He doesn't watch the channel.
You clearly don't watch the channel.
And you don't follow us on Twitter because I even said it during the game. Yeah. The Vikings choke games. If the Steelers somehow make a comeback, I wouldn't be impressed. You wanna know why? Because it's the same shit we've seen all year. And anytime they make a miraculous, hard-fought, tough, heart-showing comeback, they follow with the same shit. You want to know why? Because this team, they win just to edge by, and they're like, you know what, that's good enough. That's good enough.
Yeah, they don't look to be better. They don't play to play better. They don't. They don't.
They're confident with the win and just like, you know what, let's go into the next game. Let's do it again.
Dude, the fucking game plan is the same fucking shit.
All right, Norm, bro, listen, I understand where you're coming from. I definitely do. Like, his argument to me right now is, well, you would check out too if you had to pick yourself up off the ground, which is true. But doesn't that really kind of say something and kind of prove what this entire conversation is, which somehow the statistic stuff got dragged into this, which I really hate. We shouldn't even be talking about Super Bowls and the past stats, because this really comes down to leadership.
Yeah.
If these guys are not picking Ben off the ground, it's because they don't respect him. Period. If you can't tell me otherwise. If he had the respect of his team, they would not be allowing him to get hit like that and then lay on the ground.
Right.
Getting himself up off the ground. The team's already been criticized by veterans and other people.
Right.
Moral of the story is Ben has not been a good leader. Otherwise, he would have the respect of his teammates. And we would not be seeing him do that.
Yeah. At the end of the day, the defense and Ben's O-line let them down in the Chargers and Vikings game. Ben was legit getting swarmed in the Vikings game. I'm not disagreeing with you. We never said Ben was the reason why they lost those games. It was clearly the defense. But I'm not
and that's another thing that, even in my video where I was talking about, my opinion on Ben and why I don't like him, I brought up the defense because it goes back to what I said. Defense wins championships.
Yep.
So, yes, the defense sucks. They're horrible. 200 yards last week on the ground, 200 plus.
God.
One player had over 200.
Do the Steelers regret starting 11-0 last year? Yeah. Absolutely. Because it just showed them, you know what, we're still winning. We ain't got to do nothing. They're complacent. They think just winning a game, despite how they win it, is just good enough. There's no, I got to do better. There's no, I got to do this and that to do better. There's no, I guess you could go, there's no mama mentality.
Exactly.
There's
they let the wins cloud their mindset of trying to play better. Trying to prove to everybody, hey, we are legit.
And that's why we always speak some negatives about the win. Yeah, we got the win. I'll take a win. But I look at the negatives because I know that's going to come bite us in the ass. Because the team doesn't fucking improve. The team doesn't look at those mistakes and think they got to do better. They see it as a win on the win column, and that's good enough for them. That's their problem. That's the complacency that this team holds. And that's why we're not making the playoffs this year.
Yo, Dallas, I agree, man. I as much as I criticize Turner for the poor play on the line in some of the games this season, I will say, at least like with that Claypool situation, he had the awareness and, the smarts to get up and get it in that guy's face. Like, come on, we got to get this ball back at the line.
Yeah, of course.
So, credit to him for that.
Yeah.
You got to definitely.
Of course, definitely. Because Turner knew what needed to be done. I mean, it's Colin freaking football knowledge, dude.
And Jack's right as well. He makes a great point, although I don't feel like it applies this season. It more so applies to last year's playoff scenario specifically, when the defense is being forced to come out on the field because the offense either goes 3 and out or turns the ball over.
Right.
Which we've seen a lot of times. Defenses are going to get worn down after so long, and that's what happened last year in the playoffs. And, of course, that also breeds another bad scenario where the Steelers have to abandon the run because they're behind by so much. It's just a lot of ugly, man.
It is. It mainly starts in the trenches, as we all know.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Because the D-line can't stop nothing. Thus, it hurts the entire defense. The O-line can't block the save. They can't block a social media account.
No.
And they can't get a running game going. So, of course, you got to force the ball into Ben's hands. It's a mess.
Didn't you say Minka is second on the list of tackles?
He is second on the list in total tackles, but first in solo tackles.
Yikes.
That's a reflection on how bad our depth is at the trenches. But,
there you go.
But we can't get
in the safety position. So
we can't get a consistent rushing game going offensively because those trenches are awful too.
Yeah.
Najee can only do so much. He can only create as many yards as he can.
Elias, 100%. Yeah, Kendrick Green, terrible.
Absolutely. I think the center experiment should end. He's not a center.
We gotta definitely address that in the offseason.
Yeah. Whether that's signing someone or drafting a Linderbaum from Iowa.
Yeah, I don't think we should take that risk heading into next season with Green at center. No, I think we should move him to guard.
I don't even think
we've said.
I don't even think it's a size issue. I don't know what.
No, it's definitely not a size issue. It's his.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys this. Yes, I remember those quarterbacks. I don't know why you guys continue to like make that a scenario. I don't know how many times I have to say it.
Yeah.
I remember those guys, yes. And I disagree that Ben carried this team. That's just foolish.
Well, that's me. Because I think some of these receivers, there's some exceptions, but some receivers that left Pittsburgh did not have the same stat line or career when they left.
But that's prime Ben though.
Well, no shit.
That was prime Ben.
Well, we don't have prime Ben no more. We have
exactly.
Yeah, but my point is the reason why we ended up losing all those seasons is because we didn't have a defense.
I agree. Obviously, the defense was.
We can't confuse opinion with facts. Facts say this team could not get to a Super Bowl with Ben by himself, and that's my argument. You guys continuously say Ben carried this, he did that. There's no Super Bowl without a defense.
I'm saying he carried the offense. He carried the team to.
Shit, I mean, he's quarterback, of course.
The record that they had. Obviously, we didn't win because we didn't have the defense. But your point is, it's not like Ben won the Super Bowl by himself. The defense helped him.
Does it not also help that we had Le'Veon Bell, who arguably wasn't just a running back, he was a receiver? I think people forget about that, his impact.
Well, obviously, yes.
I mean, that's just different. He was different. When Le'Veon Bell was on this team and there wasn't all the drama that was unfolding and they were doing good on the offense, a lot of it had to do with Bell. And, of course, Antonio Brown. No one's going to ever take that away.
No.
The only reason Antonio Brown is not producing like he did with us, it's not because Ben Roethlisberger is a god. It's because he's fucking older now and he's playing on a team that has other good receivers. And let's be honest, Antonio Brown is not the same person anymore. There's something going on with him.
Yeah.
He's out here doing fake vax cards, painting his mustache. I'm not even going down that trail.
There's too many mouths if you were AB. But at least Bell, he was a product of the line. I know most running backs are, but Bell especially was a product of his surroundings himself.
I don't care about how many times Bell was out of games, 30%. I have my own criticisms of him as well. I made a diss song, for Christ's sake. I literally dissed the guy on a record, on a rap song. My point is, when he did play, he was very impactful.
Well, yeah. But there was also times where he was out and our rushing game was still good. Obviously, until the line got older.
James Conner, Le'Veon Bell, there's a big gap there. That's all I'm saying.
And talent, obviously. I mean, you can't compare the two. I'm not saying Bell wasn't impactful, but he definitely had an advantage with the guys that helped him. When Bell was here, Christ, best back in the league. We preached it for how many years? But when DeAndre Williams came in, he did just as good. Maybe not in the receiving game, but on the ground game. It still opened the offense a lot.
That's my point. I'm not just talking about one aspect of football. I'm talking about two. None of those guys you guys are mentioning add up to Bell and what he did in both.
I know.
That's why his numbers look so good. He had fucking Antonio Brown. He had his boy Miller. They had a great connection.
I mean, Bell was pretty much the number 2 receiver.
He essentially was, yeah.
Our line from 2014 to 2019 was elite.
Yeah, the Goon Squad.
Best line in the league.
In best success as well.
Of course. But that's also because of Mike Munchak. That is highly due to Mike Munchak.
It'll be interesting to look back at this season, like dissect all the games, and see like how many players Ben either did or did not miss down the field due to the fact that he held the ball too long, because that's another criticism of his that's been floating around for a very long time now, and I imagine it's only getting worse as he ages. That's why, and that's another reason why this team's struggling, is because Ben likes to hold on to the ball too long. Now, last year it was weird because it seemed like they were getting the ball out quick.
Real quick.
We didn't really see that much of that this year, in my opinion.
That might be due to the fact that we're not running checkdowns every play. It's more so we're trying to allow the receivers to get up the field, but the line can't block long enough. But also, yeah, you're right. Ben holds the ball too long, which causes fumbles, strip sacks, loss of downs. That's one of Ben's biggest problems he's had his entire career. Is he doesn't know when to fucking get rid of the ball. He's always trying to make that one cool little big play on the highlight reel.
That was a part of his game back in the day.
Yeah, because he could do it back then. Now he can't.
Out of the pocket, stretch plays, extend plays.
Run, the throw on the run. He was one of the best in the game at that. Nowadays, I mean, fucking A. He'll probably fall on his own goddamn cleat. Trip himself. Fumble. Whoops. Game over. Season's over. We don't make the playoffs. If that happens next week versus the fucking Titans, I swear to God, I'm a wizard.
That's a good question, Challenger. Tomlin being a defensive coach, why does the defense suck so much? That is a great question.
That is a great question. He was the coordinator for the Vikings before he left for us. I mean, I don't know. I keep hearing discussions that he's the one calling the defense, not Butler. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard a report just a couple of weeks ago that throughout Butler's entire stint as defensive coordinator, he's never drew up a defensive game plan.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why is he there? If Tomlin is the one calling the plays, then why is Butler there?
He's not going to stand there for 6 years just to make a paycheck for a face. That just makes no sense. Tomlin has input, but he's not the... Dictate, what's the giveaway? Look at the pinned comment in the live chat. It's this. I don't know how many of you want it now, but I don't want it, so I'm giving it to one of you guys. All you got to do is super chat as little as 99 cents, and you'll be entered, which that giveaway will be happening very shortly, actually.
Yeah.
So,
guys, I think, honestly, if you really wanted to do a giveaway, you should have just got one of Ben Roethlisberger's jock straps, then this shit would have went nuts.
Yeah, but...
That shit went crazy.
We're testing something. That's why we're doing the Claypool thing. Obviously, we plan on doing more of these giveaways, especially live and stuff, but we're just testing out with Claypool to see how it goes. Oh, also because I don't want it no more. But I feel like one of you guys could use it because I think you guys would cherish it more than me.
Right.
No one says, I notice it's usually people who have never played organized
football.
Thank you. At a significant level, talk the most trash about pro athletes. That's an assumption. You don't know if we played pro football or not.
You don't know that.
But I don't think we come on here and pretend like we're pro athletes either.
No,
we don't say, oh, we could do better. We could go out there and do better.
We need to shut the stream down. We're not pro athletes. We shouldn't have an opinion on football.
Oh, we don't know what we're talking about because we never played football. Okay.
I don't know why everyone's saying that I don't know. Okay, let me say this. I don't know why everyone's saying in the live chat that we're saying that this team sucks because of Ben.
We're not.
It's not.
I'm actually saying this team sucks because of defense.
Yeah.
Dude,
just because we criticize Ben doesn't mean that we're blaming this entire season on Ben.
When did we ever say that Ben was to blame?
My criticism of Ben is to prove my point that the defense is more important in our past successes. That's all I'm trying to get clear here.
We're not saying this season's...
I don't like Ben because of his poor leadership and some of the stuff he did, probably when some of you were still in diapers, because you apparently don't remember the tabloids and everything else. It's fine. But to be clear, the three of us, I think we all agree on this part. The reason the Steelers suck in 2021 is because of the defense, the poor offensive line play, and the fact that this team apparently has no chemistry.
None.
But the defense is a big factor in why we suck.
Clearly.
Whether it's injuries, players playing on the field afraid, guys missing the season for one reason or another, whatever. The defense sucks, and that is the overall message. But it's being clouded because of my criticisms on Ben.
And because of that, they're twisting and turning our words, actually.
All because
about Ben is that he won Super Bowls. He contributed. He was very good at contributing to this team because he was our quarterback. The defenses are the reason we won those games. We had one of the best, if not the best, defense in those eras.
We were number one every year.
Literally. Number one.
Amazing stuff, man, that I got to witness.
Yeah, I only got to witness one. Let's see. What we had in the chat?
Steelers says, I'm going to put some Google some old article. Oh, dude. You have no idea. When I was on Steelers Fever way back in the day, every week it was fire some coach. One week it was fire Cowher, then it was fire Aarons and Wisenhunt and you name it. Every single week. I remember that. You might be able to find some of that.
Yeah.
If you use Wayback Machine, you can actually go on SteelersFever.com.
Yeah. God almighty, Steelers Fever.
Yeah, good times.
Steelers need to draft a big nose guard, inside linebacker, or a strong safety. I would not draft a strong safety. I would resign Edmonds.
I'm not just talking about false allegations, by the way, Yeet.
No, it's not, because he obviously had stuff before then. He was so immature back then. People forget that.
Of course they do.
Which makes you wonder if he went through something like that. Okay, I'm not even going to get into that because we're going to get into another whole. Okay, I'll shut up.
Yeah, let's just leave that alone.
You know where I was going. I'm not getting into that.
Nah.
God almighty.
Yeah, Fire LeBeau. I remember that being said a lot.
Fire LeBeau, wow.
I'm telling you guys, every time I used to log on the forums, it was just like, man, who are we firing today?
You know, it's crazy. If the Steelers fired literally everybody, they would have turned into the Browns.
See, in that aspect, I can see why fans would be spoiled. Adam Sandler, Waterboy? Yeah, I wish.
Huh. Great movie.
If you're talking about T. Neal, that big-ass offensive tackle, yeah, he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there.
No, I don't think so. No.
We can't run the ball. We can't have any quarterback hold the ball over 2 seconds. Go.
I don't know if I agree with we can't run the ball. I mean, Harris is on the verge of being on a 1,000-yard season.
He will hit 1,000 yards. He's 120 yards away.
I'm impressed with what he's been able to do this season with the line.
And he'll show you Najee Harris is a fucking baller.
Yeah.
He's going to produce for us for years to come.
Oh, definitely. We can run the ball. It's been shown we can effectively run the ball. We just don't set the tone early, and that hurts us. And we rely on Ben too much.
I'm so glad we got him. Honestly, I don't regret it. I know I want center. I kind of flip flop on that. You guys know how bad I wanted center, but
yeah,
even the Freiermuth pick.
Because yes, Creed was there. Creed was there.
It's just so hard to pick one. Like, I'm happy we got both players. I'll just leave it there.
Yeah, I'm not disappointed. Both are on the team.
I wouldn't take either of them off the team, but I mean, we really needed center.
At the same time,
we still do.
At the same time, maybe in free agency, Steelers should have done better at trying to at least obtain one.
Yeah, they should have.
Instead of just being complacent and just going through the draft process like they always do and developing a guard to a center. It's like that's not always going to work.
Right. That's
wishful thinking right there. The Steelers should have been much more aggressive at center in free agency so that you didn't have to have too many needs in the draft. They definitely could have gone out there and signed somebody. It didn't have to be like a Corey Linsley or some other big center, just somebody that would have been capable.
The players you got are good. Question is what position needed the most help? Offensive line, easily.
Yeah. And then, of course, we got some patchwork to do on the defense. And
I'd argue linebacker.
He's gone, obviously, right? I mean, we agree on that, right? He's done.
Who?
Joe Hayden.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, so, I don't think he's staying.
When I look at the defense, all we need to do is get a solid starting corner. I'm not asking for no big name. Someone that's really good, someone that we can trust as a number one. Not
we
like
need a solid.
And, of course, we need to boost up defensive depth at literally every position, especially in the front seven.
It's not going to be easy, and honestly, it's unrealistic to think that this team's going to be ready to go for another playoff run next season. We're definitely going to have to rebuild, and that's going to take some time.
And that's what we need. That is what we need.
And I'm fine with that. And I am actually ready for that because that's what we need. It's obvious. It's not going to be an overnight thing. Rome wasn't built in a day, motherfucker. It's going to take a few years, and that's fine.
That is fine because we have been long overdue for something. And if Ben does come back, that's just us delaying a rebuild year once again. Like, we should not do that. As long as Ben's the quarterback, there will be no rebuild season because the Steelers are always going to think that he's going to get the job done when in reality, and the fact of the matter is he can't do it anymore.
It should have been this year. That should have been the 1 year we actually start the rebuild. And now we're going to have to delay it.
Vinny says, do you guys think Bush has a bounce back year? I'm hopeful.
I'm hopeful as well.
I am. I really am.
I'll be up.
I was gonna say there was some good plays from Bush in this Vikings game.
Right. So I'll be optimistic about Bush. But if he doesn't show anything next year, he can get out of town.
Yeah, Challenger, man. I'm worried. Tua's one of my favorite players on the roster. Although you can argue he's not on the roster right now, but big fan. I do got a feeling we probably be seeing him back, but you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
It's really hard to take off a year and then come back. We've seen a lot of players go through that scenario.
Yeah.
Especially with his history, it sucks because he's had the injury problems, and last year was just amazing for him. And, yeah.
It was his first full healthy season, and he broke out.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
It is.
It's all mental with Devin Bush. I'm confident he'll be fine next year, and he's improved little by little these past games. He has. Maybe it is a mental thing. Maybe he's just afraid he's going to hurt that knee again. It's not like he lost all his talent. It's not like he lost everything that we traded up for. It's just more of a, I think he's playing scared or lack of effort because of that reason.
Yeah.
Are we sold on Ahkello Witherspoon?
I was bring that up. That's a good question.
I'm sold on him for the rest of the year. I would extend him as depth. I wouldn't make him a starter.
I'm not sold on him because you can't really base a player on just one performance.
Exactly. I was just gonna say that. I can't say I'm sold on him. I will say this. I do want to see more because when he is in there, especially the past two games, he has shown glimpses.
I would start him the rest of the year because what the fuck do we got to lose at this point?
Yeah, I agree with that take for sure. Yeah, definitely.
So start him in the rest of the year, see what we got, and maybe we extend him as depth. That's all I see in Witherspoon.
Yeah, really.
He's got games to show out. So
Sutton is not a number 2. No, he's a slot corner. Move him to the slot.
Yeah, you guys could turn blue in the face as many times as you mentioned that.
Jesus Christ. There's a lot of people saying who's going to be better than Steven Nelson. I don't see it.
No.
Nah, Nelson was one of those guys. Yeah, he had a few times where he got beat deep, but he was quiet because he always had guys locked down for the most part.
Yeah.
Last year, he took a little step backward, but
Jake makes a great point. I am only sold on Watt, Hayward, and Fitz. The rest of those guys are average or worse. That's it.
Yeah.
You're 100% right on that, man.
Yeet says we should have kept Hilton. We definitely should have. They didn't extend an offer. Why? I don't know.
Highsmith is still young. He has time to develop and become. I can't really give up on the linebackers because we saw what Bud Dupree did.
I was about to say, I'll give Highsmith more time just based on the Bud Dupree situation.
Yeah,
I was looking at Dupree earlier because is he on IR?
I think.
Because I don't know if he'll play next week.
I don't know.
I'll look that up now while you guys continue.
No, but Highsmith, he shows flashes, but he's still raw. I definitely give him more time.
Who would most likely pick up Kenny Pickett before the Steelers? Well, let me take a look at the current draft order.
Kenny Pickett, I know the Texans are like number 3 right now. It depends on what the Deshaun Watson situation goes. Maybe they get him. I know the Saints are ahead. I think maybe Atlanta, maybe they do move on from Matt Ryan.
So I'm going to start off with the top quarterbacks that I'm thinking could go before our pick, right? There's Kenny Pickett. There's Matt Corral. There's Malik Willis.
There's Sam Howell.
That's about it. Well, those are the main first-round quarterbacks. But
Yeah.
those are the 3 guys I listed I think could go before our pick, wherever that is. It could be within, 15. It could be a high 10s. I don't know. But teams I'm looking at, Houston. Maybe the Giants. I don't know. The Falcons maybe. Maybe Matt Ryan stays. The Panthers for sure. The Saints need a quarterback. Well, who else? Denver, obviously. Maybe Cleveland, although I think they'll pick up Baker's
Option.
if they already did it.
And probably, I think they'll extend him. I actually kind of hope they extend him.
Now, of
Please,
course,
Cleveland.
this is all before free agency and who picks up who or who loses who, so anything could change. But as of right now, the top teams I see picking quarterback as of right now, definitely Houston. Definitely Carolina and definitely the Saints.
Yeah.
And, of course, Denver. As of now.
We could be facing Julio Jones, by the way.
Julio Jones will be back if he's healthy, because this man gets hurt just putting on his socks.
8 hours ago, they said he's activated for the Jaguars game. So
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as Bud, it did look like they brought him off of IR last month,
Okay.
but I'm not sure where he stands right now. He's not listed on the injury report.
Well, if he doesn't start, I know Ola Daney. I don't know if Daney, who's a former Steeler, I don't know if he'll start, but he'll definitely get some time.
Yeah. I keep forgetting they have both.
Man, we should have kept a Daney. He would have been a great rotational guy.
No, he would have been. He really would have been.
All right. Quick reminder, in the live chat, there's a pinned comment where you guys can enlist for this Chase Claypool bobblehead that we are giving away live tonight. The winner will be announced very shortly, so get your entries in if you are indeed interested. The way to do that is to super chat anything as low as 99 cents. That's it. That is it to enter.
Bud Dupree is on IR.
He is.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah, he is listed. His status currently is IR. I don't know if that'll change between now and next week, though.
No idea either. Who knows, man? Maybe we get Bud Dupree the return. You know, that was really one of my big anticipations going into this game was the return of Bud Dupree.
Yeah.
But I don't know anymore, man.
I think even if he's still on IR, I think he'll travel with the team just to be back and where he built his career potentially. I can see something like that happen. I can. Maybe he meets up with Watt. He meets up with Hayward, guys like that.
Oops. Man. There we go. All right. So right now there are 5 names listed that I added. And there's Nice Tokes, so I'll add him. Nice Tokes with a $1 super chat. So that is 6 people now. 6 people now.
I like Watson, the player. I just don't like the situation that's going on.
Oh, yeah. Watson's incredible.
Yeah.
But
before that entire incident, man, I really wanted that guy.
yeah, but there's too much baggage.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, he gets freed. Who knows? It's just too many names. We don't know. The FBI's involved, and we still haven't gotten any further into this.
Yeah, I haven't heard any updates since the beginning of the season.
When it comes to him, I'm good, bro. This point, regardless.
Will you put a clown mask on the Bobbletron? I could.
Can we, hold on. I think maybe I could probably paint this on. The clown face.
No, I don't want to paint it.
Why not?
Well, I don't want to ruin it.
Well,
because what if he does change?
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know. Will Claypool change? Will this team change, man?
Your last comment just says it all for me. I'm done.
A reunion of the Killer Bees next year would be a dream. No, bro. No.
That comment right there I don't even know why I'm arguing.
No, come on. No, that's not. No.
That
no.
is.
So you want Ben back next year with Bell and AB?
No thanks.
Definitely not stuck in the past.
Jordan Davis has been mocking around our current possible pick. I would love Jordan Davis.
Really, I'm actually surprised by that because I think Davis can go earlier.
Too much baggage.
Dupree reminds me of Kendrell Bell. Too many injuries. Yeah, very similar.
Very similar. Yeah, you're right.
Nice Talk says, what's good, boys? Hope all has been well. Let's go Steelers. At the end of the day, yeah, let's go Steelers, man.
Yeah, of course.
It's way too early to tell, but do you guys think it's possible we could land a good quarterback if we waited till the second round to pick one up? There's only two I could think of. Maybe Willis if he drops. Desmond Ridder specifically from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to dig into it, a little bit deeper to see like who's really out there, who could be a sleeper. But right now, the quarterback position in the draft looks rough.
It is.
And with Tomlin saying he wants a veteran presence, that could mean anything. It could be Mason Rudolph, who's going to be the only guy under contract, or maybe somebody in free agency, maybe an Aaron Rodgers, which honestly for me just seems unrealistic, but never know.
Honestly, man, I know a lot of us don't want it to happen, but it's reality, and it probably will happen, and we have to face it, and it's part of the rebuild. But Mason will probably be our starter next year.
No, honestly, it's not being talked about enough. I think it's a very realistic outcome.
Well, because he signed that extension, the team is clearly comfortable with him. Like, they're going to at least give him a shot.
They're going to look at it in a way that, he knows the players, the coaches, the playbook, everything.
Well, they're going to at least give him a shot.
A true shot. Like he knows he's starting. He knows he's a starter for the year.
And, to go back to one of the comments from before, like they, have that same energy next year. Bro, next year is a whole new season.
Yep.
I don't live in the past like most of you, man, that are in the comments just like, combating us back and forth. Don't live in the past. Next season is a whole new slate regardless.
Yeah, it's going to be at least it should be a complete rebuild.
And by that, it's like I'm not getting my expectations high because I know what to expect.
No.
Mason is dog water. I'm not going to disagree, but that's the reality.
But doesn't this go back to the point I brought up like weeks ago?
I know where you're going.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I don't for this guy here, either like kick him or just not respond because that last comment prior was wow.
Jake says if he is the transition guy, then they must fix both sides of the line. That would be the point.
Yeah, exactly.
That
should be a high priority.
You're not going to bring
in free agency.
You're not going to bring in a rookie quarterback or a young quarterback to start immediately to be behind this offensive line. Like you're going to run into an Andrew Luck situation. You're going to run into a Joe Burrow situation, a Carson Wentz situation. Like it's not going to happen. The point would be to build the ground up. Where's the ground start? The lines.
Yeah, the offensive line is always, I've always said it, it's the heart of an offense.
Because if you look at it, Najee's the running back. We know what he's capable of. Deontay's number one. We got Freiermuth as tight end one. Build the line, you're solid there. Defensively, you already got your landmarks. Minka, Watt, Hayward. Hayward won't be here too much longer, but Hayward still, just build around like the corners. Maybe the linebackers improve. It could be solid, a few years down the line?
Maybe 2, 3, 4 years, maybe.
Ivor with a $2 super chat says Steelers got a Super Bowl. Give me bobblehead. I'll add you to the list, brother. Let's see.
Yeah, you hit the wrong one right there. There you go.
These Mason comments are fucking hilarious.
Ivor.
There we go.
Bingo. So homeboy is going to get another dent in his head next year. Mason. No. Come on.
Yeah, like.
How are O-line men doing that we could have picked instead of Najee? There was no lineman that was going first round.
No.
After Najee was selected, or better yet, after Darisaw was selected, because he was selected before our pick, the next tackle that would go would be like 12.5 picks after Najee, which would go into the second round.
Yeah. There was no other there was no offensive lineman worthy, at least at the time, worthy of that first round pick.
And to be real, like I know that the running back wasn't the issue. It was clearly the line. But if we didn't have Najee, who would be our starter and who would be able to get the yards that Najee gets? Nobody. Literally nobody.
No.
Benny Snell? Really?
Anthony McFarland. Kalen Ballage. For God's sake, we probably have Jalen Samuels still.
Now, second round, yeah, you can make that argument. But first round, the value was much greater for running back.
Hey, Matt, I bet you that was fun beating the Ducks, man.
Oh, we won?
I'm a little jealous, man. I'm a little jealous.
Yeah.
I haven't got a chance to see the Penguins game.
Why?
It's the only team I got to see.
Why can't both teams just perform good at the same time?
No idea.
I don't know.
Like,
I gotta say, the new Penguins jerseys,
The jersey?
fire.
Yeah.
I love them. I gotta get one. I fucking love it.
We're gonna make a stop at the stadium next.
Oh, you damn right.
Oh God, dude,
you damn right.
We were dude when we were there for draft week. We walked down the street. I had no idea it was coming up because I know where it was. But we were walking down the street, and it's
Left our hotel. It was like, let's go walk. We just walked around Pittsburgh for like an hour or two.
And it's like Dan said, we didn't know where it was.
but we walked right to it, and the walk was like five minutes away. Like it was cool as shit. I didn't know we were so close to the Penn Stadium, and that statue with Lemieux and the Penn's store, fucking nuts.
It's crazy. It's beautiful. And I love walking around Pittsburgh. It's great.
I love Pittsburgh. I can't wait to go back. Christ, I'm getting giddy up just thinking about it, bro. I ain't even fucking around.
Pittsburgh currently fourth in the Metro.
There you go.
Nice. Good shit. Let's go, Pens.
Pittsburgh Dad makes fun of the Steelers too, even though it's mostly for comedy. Well, yeah, Pittsburgh Dad's awesome. His latest episode was one of the funniest in weeks. I mean, every week's great, but this week, man,
it cracked me the hell up.
What seats we got for next week? Great question. I need my phone. Where's my phone?
You left it over here behind the monitor. I can't reach. You're going to have to wait till after the stream.
At least it's fully charged.
Yeah?
Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to sit in the seats or, like, go down to the
scoreboard.
Yeah. I don't know yet.
Yeah, because when you're at Heinz Field, it's wherever you are is a great site.
We could always explore.
Sitting still, like when I went to my last game, I walked around, man. Like I found different places to go, during each quarter.
And you can still see the game.
There we go.
Yeah.
We'd have to experiment because I've never been to a Steelers game. Neither has Rob, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know what the visual is going to look like. It's going to be very, very interesting.
I mean, you kind of got to be. You went to a Panthers game, so.
Yeah, but it's not as lively.
No, it's a whole different atmosphere.
Right.
Oh, I believe it.
I'm telling you now, you're going to be. It's going to be. In some ways, it's going to be a little overwhelming. It might be a little different this time because, like, when my last game I went to, we were still in the hunt. Like, there was just a lot of optimism. I don't know how it's going to be going to a game where it's not looking like we're going to make the playoffs, but it's the Steelers, man. The Steelers Nation is the best fan base there is, period.
Yeah.
So.
No lies detected. You're right.
Just watch the Hall of Fame this past year, bro. We took over.
Don't bring that up.
I know.
Ben, man. I was supposed to watch Bill Cowher go into the Hall of Fame, man.
Yeah, we were supposed to.
I was supposed to see that gorgeous fucking long hair.
I had the best seats too.
Yeah.
Fucking front, bro.
Man.
Yeah.
Fucking Corona.
It's crazy.
And once that shit started coming, I was like, I gotta get my money back. I knew it was gonna be bad.
Bro, when Renegade comes on, that screen goes black, you know it's not. All right, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, boy.
What he said, yeah, exactly.
I can't wait.
It's all you're going to see from my experience. You're going to see a wave of terrible towels. You're going to feel the energy from the crowd.
Yep.
Especially when Renegade's playing. And it's just it's a beautiful atmosphere, honestly.
I can't wait.
You get me fucking pumped and excited already, dude.
I will be going live on my channel. I don't know how long I'll be live. I will be going live from Hunt.
Yeah.
I just don't know if the quality is going to be any good, but we'll see. We'll give it a shot.
I'll give y'all. Wait, what?
We should let them know we're going to go live Saturday.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, in Pittsburgh. You're right.
We'll be Saturday, the night before the game.
Yes, sir. Where we'll talk a little more about the game, the injury report, the usual stuff we usually do on SteelTwins Saturday Night.
Yes, sir.
But I want to give you guys one last chance to enter for this Chase Claypool bobblehead, or as we like to call it, Bobbletron, but it's time for him to go bobble gone. So any of you guys that want it, all you have to do is super chat anything as low as 99 cents and get you guys listed in the random generator, and then we'll gladly put it on the screen, spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on, man, you will be the winner. So this is your last chance to enter. Check out the pinned comment up in the live chat for all the details. I'll give you guys another 3 minutes. This is, I guess, your 3-minute warning.
Okay.
Last call for alcohol.
That's right.
We should have like a siren for that or something.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. When you enter the stadium, straight chills. It wouldn't be our first time to the stadium, but it's our first time to a game. So
Yeah.
You know,
it's possible. It is definitely possible that the Steelers could beat Tennessee. I mean,
I was about to say, because it seems like a game the Steelers will win. Like, I don't know why or how, but
we have to remember that this team can't stop the run. That is the biggest issue.
can't. And the team, when they finally want to wake up, it's like 15 minutes left in the game.
And I'll say this about the Steelers. Whenever they get criticized by players or the media or whatever, whenever they get criticized, they do wake up. But it's like, it's not consistent, though.
Clearly not. They woke up for the Ravens game and they're like, you know what? It's over.
So maybe they do it against the Titans, but I don't know if they do it again against the Chiefs. I don't know.
No, in the Green TV, we have not been to a Steeler game.
No.
We've been to Hines for Fan Blitz for a Pittsburgh Panthers game, but we've never been to a Steelers game. This will be our first next week. I am pumped like a motherfucker.
Really looking forward to it. I cannot wait, man.
Hopefully Hines makes it in this year. He better. If he does, I'm going to cry. That's my boy.
He needs to get in. He needs to get in.
That is my boy. Supercook says we hold the 18th pick as of now. So if we lose out, where would that put us?
I think that depends on who else loses.
Right.
Yep. There's a lot of scenarios.
Or say we win 2 games, right?
You'll give yourself a headache trying to figure that out.
Yeah,
that's why I said at the beginning, I'm not a scientist in any of this. We were just talking about some of the easiest or most basic playoff scenarios that we could make the playoffs, which is obviously winning out or beating the division rivals and hoping that the division rivals keep losing.
I don't know.
Or hoping
we're just going to have to let it all play out and just hope for the best.
Just take it one game at a time, 1 week at a time, really.
Oh, Steeler Fan 20, they've been to Pittsburgh a lot, many times.
5 something different times.
In fact, last year, not sure when you sub to the channel, for the draft, they went live from Pittsburgh. How many times did you guys go live?
We went live once. That was for day 2. Day 1, we were on Still Jedi's live stream.
Right.
That's right. Yep, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
New O-line and terminate the entire strength and train coaching staff. I think certain aspects of the coaching staff, specifically the coordinators. Let's see. All right, you guys' 3 minutes is up. And now it is officially it. Oh, how's he do it? The MMA guy? I need to get a soundbite of that.
I would love to get Linder.
Yeah, Linderbaum is mocking near our pick as well. Was looking at other mocks trying to get an average. He's the best center aspect since Pouncey.
Yeah, right now, if it's not Pickett, it's Linderbaum for me.
Right. All right, guys. It is time. It is time, man, to announce. Whoops, why did I do that? I meant to unpin it. God damn it.
Oh, just let it go.
Whatever. Anyway, guys, it is time to announce the winner the Chase Claypool Bobbletron. Chase Claypool Bobbletron. Let's get it on the screen here. Let's get this.
Go there.
Drag this puppy up. Why is it not linking up? What the fuck?
Just hit the...
There we go. That didn't do it. There we go.
Yeah, you got... There we go.
All right.
This is so complicated. There we go.
There we go. As you guys see. Here we go, guys.
And the winner is...
Right.
It is Nice Toast. Wow. By God, man, what fashion for it. And Nice Tokes, you are indeed the winner. I don't know if you're still in the live chat, but you are indeed the winner of the Chase Claypool Bobbletron. Yeah, buddy.
Steelers lead was so close, too.
He was, man. He was.
I actually feel bad for him. I really do. Because he was, like, right there. But Nice Tokes, congratulations. Congratulations, man. You are the winner.
Now, to get this, obviously, we're going to need your shipping info. So hit us up on Twitter at SteelTwins or on Instagram at Steel_twins. Or if you just want to email us. What email should we use?
Jake said, Tokes, congrats, I guess.
I don't see that in the chat. Where's it at?
It was just posted.
Why is this chat? Okay, something's
there. You might have to refresh it.
There we go. There we go.
It was frozen.
We got it.
There we go. There we go. He said that was fixed. That's funny.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's why I do the spinning thing. It's not like I pick favorites, man. In fact, let me see if I can find him in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat, but let's see if I can find him so I can message him from his YouTube.
Can reach out to him. Bro. There is.
How do I reach out to him?
I don't know. Try.
Yeah, I'll see him. I will see him. Oh, that's what GT was. Nice.
One second, folks. I'm trying to figure out a way how I can hit this guy up.
Well, copy and paste the name, maybe.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it.
Copy.
That.
Or that.
There we go.
There we are.
Now, how do I message him?
I don't know. How do you message him?
Trying to figure that out.
Oof. Mark Madden said Pens might be a sleeper contender. Might. A lot depends on Gino. Oof. If you're putting it on Gino.
Really?
He's not been the same, man.
No, I mean he hasn't for quite some time.
Yeah,
He just catch up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Tokes, man, you are the winner, man. I don't know how to contact you, but if you could contact us on Twitter at SteelTwins or on Instagram at Steel_twins, just let us know, man, so we can get your shipping info. We can ship this out come Monday.
You definitely hit us up. But congratulations once again, Nice Tokes.
We'll have next season. He could have a monster year. You just never know.
Never know.
You never know, man.
But the reason why I'm giving this away is because yes, I'm tired of it. Claypool's pissing me off right now, but at the same time, I'm not using it. I think someone can make better use of this as a collector.
Yeah.
I should probably keep it in the background, but I'm not using it.
This is a nice way to give back to you guys because you guys' support is out of this world.
Out of this world.
And we cannot thank you enough week in and week out for tuning into our videos, hearing us rant, rave, bitch, and moan about the team like we did for the majority of the stream.
I'm absolutely astonished, man. I really am.
And I am grateful for you guys. I really am. Thank you very much.
No, and we definitely don't deserve this, but you deserve this totally. So Nice Talks, man. Again, hit us on Twitter at SteelTwins or Instagram at Steel_twins.
Yes, sir.
So we can reach out to you and get your info to ship this out to you ASAP. And Cole, why am I getting DMs from you just now? Oh, wait.
Me?
Okay, my
Oh,
phone.
no, it was DMs from before we went live. He didn't check it. He didn't check his phone.
Alrighty. It is 11 o'clock, son of a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
Sign Mike White? Nah, I'm good.
What? No.
Sign Mike White.
I'd rather have Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew, good lord.
I would. He's a more charismatic and a little bit better Duck Hodges.
Hey, guys, I need you to check your Twitter.
Me?
I'm about to send you something. I think somebody took your idea for Pittsburgh, man.
What idea?
What are you talking about?
This is great.
What? What the fuck?
Apparently, definitely you is having a contest.
Really?
I guess.
The Claypool Selly contest. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, so apparently they had a contest. People were pissed off at them about it, so they took it down.
Really?
Are you serious?
They actually gave this guy, they actually just gave him the win. He gets a free jersey. That's cool.
That is cool.
I'm just going to say it. This is probably my favorite Pittsburgh-related store. Like
Yeah.
Pittsburgh sports.
I mean, that's where we're stopping.
By the way, you know, we're talking about that jacket. You might want to go look at their page.
What jacket?
Oh, my God. It's beautiful.
No, I think I know what you're talking about, but try to bring it up, Dan.
Ricochet, yes. Actually, both of us shaved.
Well, we trimmed, specifically.
I didn't go full baby face. I just trimmed it a little bit.
Yeah,
Family photo event today.
Yeah.
Well, you don't say that. You don't know who's watching.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Shit. Yeah. No,
It was
shave
getting
November.
it was getting in the way. It was itchy as hell.
I was gonna let it grow, but yeah, we did it for a reason.
Did you see that jacket, bro?
No, I didn't.
Put it up.
You just gotta look at it. Maybe you should show chat.
I don't know where the fuck it's at.
Oh, it's so.
Oh. Isn't that kind of like the one you got?
Kind of, yeah, a little bit.
Yo, that is fucking sick.
All right, let me get up on Twitter.
Pounds so I can fit into that jacket. I need to get like skinny like you, bro. I need that Dan from the SteelTwins workout.
Okay.
What's your secret?
Our secret warehouse job.
UPS.
There you go. There it is. That's a beautiful starter jacket.
That is beautiful.
Mitchell and S. You see the throwback right there?
Brand, by the way. I have a lot of Mitchell and Ness stuff.
That is gorgeous.
Beautiful.
I need something like that, man. I really do need something like that.
You can get it at definitely you. I need to get a sponsorship. I'm just saying. I'm going to reach out to them.
Real shit, real shit. Nice Toke says, thanks a lot. Been following you for such a long time and seeing how much you've grown has been a pleasure. Tokes, I appreciate that, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And again, hit us up on Twitter at SteelTwins or on Instagram at Steel_Twins so we can get your info and ship this out to you ASAP. Hopefully Monday, because I know there's no post on Sunday, but Monday for sure. I have twin named Reflection. that's clever as shit. They should have moved up for Mac Jones. They weren't going to do that. Patriots versus Bucks in Super Bowl guaranteed. I
see it. I really do.
I can see it happening.
I really do. Who do you see winning? I mean, I should know the answer, but who do you see winning?
Bucks. I still have them repeating. I don't give a fuck who they face.
All right. You don't think the Patriots defense kind of gets one over on Brady?
No.
Really? I don't know. The Saints were able to do so.
It's a division rival.
Okay, it don't matter. It don't matter. Because the Patriots going up against Tom Brady, quarterback that's been there for 20 years.
No.
All right, if that's what you think.
Nah, bro.
I don't know. I think Mac Jones can be the first rookie quarterback to win a Super Bowl. Hey, there's a coach that can do that. That's Bill Belichick. Yeah. Mac Jones doesn't have to be all fancy.
Ew. Barbie twins? Ew.
Excuse me?
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm not going to go there.
Barbie twins.
Fucking gross. They actually kind of look like Barbies. That's crazy.
What's Ian's opinion on human cloning?
Wait, what?
Human cloning.
I mean, you're kind of looking at... isn't twins close enough?
What the fuck?
Aren't twins close enough to human cloning?
Yeah.
If you really think about it.
You're not wrong.
I mean,
all right. Nice Toke says he messaged us on IG. All right. Well, we've been streaming for about 2 hours and 5 minutes, 2:05 minutes. So I think we're gonna call it a night, man, for SteelTwins Saturday Night. Even though we played on Thursday, still got to get that in this week, especially since we didn't do one last week.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's gonna be the last time I talk about Ben, so enjoy it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that.
you know this was a crazy stream. It went out of nowhere.
We didn't really plan on.
No, it just happens.
This is what happens when it's unscripted. We just go at it, I guess. You don't know what's gonna be said, but
Shoot the shit, really.
yeah, whatever said. There might be a few moments I might have to clip and upload separately for specific videos. I don't know yet. I don't know. I have to look back and see what I can do. Kind of like what we did with the Claypool video.
Yeah.
Fucking clown.
Yeah, but me, I'm moving forward, bro. I'm done with this conversation. I'm not making any more content on it. I'm done.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, for all of us, is we just want the team to be more disciplined, show more care,
At the end of the
and
day,
play better.
At the end of the day, we just want the team to be better.
And at the end of the day, go Steelers.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just tough love right now. That's all it is.
We'll be one of the handful of people that is still going to be talking about this team in the summer. In
absolutely,
the spring.
absolutely, man. I'm
We
damn
ain't
proud of
going
it.
nowhere. We're going to stay. We ain't leaving.
Damn proud of it, man. But yeah, I'm just glad that at least we can watch football on a Sunday without having that pressure of the Steelers giving us a heart attack. So
Yeah, it's a mini break. It's a mini break.
in that aspect, you guys enjoyed tomorrow's football. It should be another exciting week of NFL football as the regular season is flying by. But you guys enjoy football tomorrow. You guys have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys for the Titans preview and for the weekly predictions, of course. Go Steelers, man. At the end of the day, go Steelers. We got the Titans coming up. Let's enjoy this mini bye week. Let's enjoy this Sunday. You guys stay safe, stay clean. Cold Steel with the dabs. He said, I need music. We all need music.
I'm just saying, I don't feel motivated right now, bro.
I don't know.
I feel tired.
Tired.
Sleepy, bro.
I feel you.
We all are. So
I
we're-
feel you.
So we're going to get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your night. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, guys. Rest in peace to Demaryius Thomas. Going to say it one last time, man. I know the NFL Network aired that game, the Steelers Broncos game.
Wild card game, yeah.
That was throw it out the door. I know it was painful, but it's still one of the greatest plays in playoff history.
It was just a great play made by a great player, and
So-
may DT rest in peace.
Absolutely, but we're gonna get out of here and see you guys in the next one.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace.